Right. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's High Priestess Jamila. Hello, hello. Well, it's not even morning time anymore. It's probably after 12 now. So I had the strangest dream. It was very, very strange. And somehow it involved my mother and some kind of weird waterbed let out couch that you fill with water and it turns into a bed. It was so weird. Okay. So and but you know what? When in the dream, I'm actually filling up this couch with water and so I lay down in it and it just feels like I'm floating on water. So it was really, really actually very nice. Okay. And I woke up feeling good. Like I actually had a dream that I was floating on water last night, but I was on a couch. So that was my earth. Okay. I was on a couch and I was grounded. I wasn't just floating in water, but maybe it was because that frequency I was listening to. I went to sleep. I went back to sleep this morning listening to a frequency. So anyway, Spirit's got a message about homeless people and people that are dismissive of homeless people. I just decided that I needed to speak about this because I had some people last night that were telling me that I was a homeless bum and, and just being really hateful. Okay, we do actually have a problem with homeless people in this society. And you know what? The message that the spirits have about that is that those homeless people, they deserve human kindness. Now, our world is very selfish. Okay, if you don't have a top-notch credit score, you can't even really barely, get into a place. That's how bad it is in this country. And I'm gonna tell y'all about some of those homeless people. And this is something that I learned years ago. Is some of those homeless people are angels. Some of them are incarnated angels. And you know what? They are testing people all the time. Let's say that me and my family were homeless, which, but why would that be something that you would make fun of? And why would that be? I just think it's disgusting. I think that anytime a family is going through any kind of issues, I had to move from a house that had mold in it. And you know what? I've been getting a lot of human kindness because I've been getting clients every single day. I get clients every day. So, most people that are homeless, they usually don't have nothing. And I do believe that it might be certain spirits that are on those people, at least at that moment. But I know I've met a lot of people down here in Atlanta. There's a lot of homeless people in Atlanta. And I don't think that those people deserve to be homeless. I think that maybe they had a rough patch in life and they're just surviving how they can. Maybe this world was too much for them. You never know. But I don't think that it's right for you to be evil to people that are homeless because you know what? They say everybody is 2 paychecks away from being homeless. And you know what? You better thank your lucky stars that you don't have to, live in a house with mold or, people take for granted what they have. You know what? And this is what I want to tell y'all. I know that the house that I move into, I'm going to enjoy it 10 times more than the average person. And I'm not going to take it for granted. And then it'll also feel good because I chose it. It wasn't put on a list and said, this is all that you can have. Because I think that I have been, anyway, it's going to make me enjoy the place 10 times more because people take stuff for granted. And like I was saying, I don't believe that anybody that is talking about homeless people, I don't believe that those people actually pay their own bills. I don't. Because anybody that works in this country, anybody that has their own business in this country, they know that when that everybody has bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? And I know that it's been a couple of times where I done had to, go because when I was in Kansas City with family, and it's not because I'm stupid or anything like that, because a lot of people will assume, oh, you must be stupid or something. It's like, no, it's not stupidity. It's not even mental illness. It's just that I know that growing up, when I was in my 20s, well, I was stable because I had assistance and help. But I wasn't really so much concerned about that, more so as being concerned about raising 3 children by myself. So, I had decided that when I got a little older, which I could have did back then, but it wasn't meant for me to do it. And it's kind of like people can really, really, really be hateful. Just listening. And I'm sorry, there's this one person, I can't get down with you no more. You done said everything under the sun that leads to me that you're not a saint, that you are a freaking demon. Because I would never ever treat somebody that was less fortunate than me that way. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And there's a lot of people that don't even have to worry about paying their bills, that don't have to do nothing. Okay, that's probably when you should feel lucky. And my business pulls in a lot of revenue. Okay. But what I've gotten in the habit of doing is taking some money out of that revenue monthly for taxes and putting it away. Okay. Because, yeah. Anyway, some of those people are angels. I remember I went to the store years ago back in Kansas City, and there was a guy, he was trying to buy some donuts or some other stuff, and he didn't have enough money. And I was standing behind him, and I just gave him, I said, here you go, cashier. Here's $5 to help him out. I go outside. He had just walked out. I think I was paying for something real quick. He was standing on. So I look outside as I'm paying for my stuff, and the dude is standing out on like the front part of the store. And then he just disappeared. So angels appear themselves in your life to test you. And there's a lot of people that don't know the spiritual damage that you can do. The behavior that I've seen of some people, you're going to take that into your next lifetime. That negative karma is going to come into your next lifetime. Because instead of blessing people, you decided that you wanted to curse people. And you decided that you wanted to be evil. Well, guess what? Be as evil as you want. I would never, and you know what? I feel compelled to somehow help homeless people because it's a problem. It's a problem in this country. And when I thought about what homeless people go through, like I wouldn't even talk about nobody. Like I feel like I'm healing right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going through a healing process. So things is, coming out or whatever. And it hurts me. It hurts me when I see people being that evil to each other. And especially if you my friend and I know you going through something, I would never throw what you're going through up in your face. So I'm not going to be trying to be friends with people no more that are like that. That's evil. That's evil for you to do that. So, you know, I pray for the homeless, man. I ask that, and people out there, y'all know that it's people out there that are so lost that they wish homelessness on people. I wouldn't do that, man. Even as a witch, I don't wish homelessness on people. I don't do stuff like that. I don't. And you know what? There's a lot of people that might deserve that, but it is not up to you to judge. There's a few people that deserve that. Just so they'll know how it feels, just so that they'll have more empathy with people. I've never, ever, ever been into making fun of people that have less than me, and I never will start because you know what? I'm supposed to be doing a charity. What not doing it? Did not mention doing a charity this week. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be donating 5% of my earnings this week to St. Hospital. So I'm making that promise and I might post the earnings so that y'all know the percentage and the amount that I'm donating. There's people out there less fortunate because their child is in the hospital dying and they can't afford the doctor bills or they can't work because they have special needs children. And for you to just talk about people in that way, I'm sorry, I'm laying down judgment on those people. Because you know what? Wherever I'm at, it's home for now. And I'm paying for it. So it just really, you want to be treated with dignity, you start treating others with dignity and respect. And something is wrong in this world when our men are failing to spiritually protect us. And I talked about that yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to be donating 5% of my earnings this week because I kept seeing that St. Jude's commercial over and over again. And that little baby that they showed on there touched my heart. And yes, that's what it was meant to do, to make me donate. But there's nothing wrong with taking what you have. And see, I regularly get, if I see a homeless person, if somebody asks me for $1 or something and I got it right there in my hand, sometimes I'll just walk out the store. Because when I first got to Georgia, I ran into a lot of homeless people. They was like, do you have 75 cents, anything? Do you have anything? Anything. And I give to people like that, man. I don't believe in that. And that ain't even like, I can't even be around people like that have that kind of contempt and hatred for human condition. I'm not going to do it. As far as I'm concerned, you're not even human to me. And it's a lot of people that ain't human, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. It's okay for y'all to chat. Y'all quiet. And I just, ew, it just really irritates me. It really, really does. There's a lot of people that are just like, screw it, I'm going to live in my RV. You know what I'm saying? So for you to talk about people in that way, like what kind of monster are you? And some people like that. Some people like just being evil. You know what? Oh, we need to order that new Joker. The new Joker movie. We need to order that. We're gonna order the new Joker movie tonight, y'all, or either today. So, it's almost like there are so many people in this world that are just demonic, and thank God for people like me. Because if it were not for people like me that know how to show human kindness to other humans, I'm so glad that people like that make up a minority in this country. And I was sick from that mode, you guys. I was sick from that mode. I didn't even realize how sick I was because as a mother, even when you're sick, you got to keep going. But that mode was actually messing with my allergies and my immune system a lot, which is why my body is like clearing itself out. And so I've been hungry more. I was experiencing loss of appetite. Now I have a very, very hearty appetite because at first I could barely even eat anything. So I was actually sick off that mode. If that's something that you liked, you're evil. You need to get a cleanse. You need help spiritually, far more help than I do. If you want Jamila to die or if you hate Jamila, you have a mental problem. Facts, because Jamila ain't did nothing to you. And you're reacting. I notice it's a lot of people, especially out in social media, that, and I was talking about that earlier this morning about how about the paranoia, the paranoid delusional disorder. But what bothered me is that you're supposed to be a human being in the community. You're supposed to be taking care of the community. And this is how you represent, especially Black people. This is how you represent the Black man. Disgusting. And when I lose all respect, because I lost all respect, trust me. And there was only a little bit. What's up, Ella? When I was 24, my Catholic religious mom left me homeless all December. She's a covert nut. Yeah, my mother has led me into homelessness before. My mother's thrown me out of the house before. So I know how you feel. I got thrown out with 3 children. Okay. And a preacher gave me an apartment to live in until I was able to move into my place. Yeah. Yeah, I would never do that to my children. Never. Not in a million years. In fact, I'm getting a house big enough for my grandbaby. I want all my children to live with me and to have a place I'm going to buy a family home that is big enough for my whole family to come there if they need to. So, and I deserve it. And that's what I'm manifesting right now. Well, you know what? Let's heal your heart, Ella, because I've been done that way with 3 kids. And I had to go stay with a man. I had to go live with this guy one time when my mother did it, and me and him ended up having sex. I probably wouldn't have ever had sex with him if she hadn't done that, but I felt like I had to because I was living in his house. And I was completely numb because of what my mother had did. It was just like I was sleepwalking. It was just so yeah, that's disgusting and horrible. And you know what? It probably was, Ella. It was because she went into a psychosis. Just like that guy that attacked me last night went into that psychosis and went just as nasty and dirty and disgusting as he could. Just literally turned into a demon. Okay. Yes, it is my journey. I am very kind. And yes, it is because, okay, y'all remember when we had Hurricane Irma? I think it was in 2017. Was Hurricane Irma in 2017? I think it was. We'll have to look it up and get the dates. But you know that they ran out of hotel rooms over here in Georgia because everybody from Florida was coming over here. You know that there were people that let people, complete strangers, come and live in their house until that hurricane passed. So trust me. And there was a lot of people that were willing to do that. That's that Southern hospitality. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was a few people that were maybe left out, but because yeah, they had ran out of hotel rooms. There was people that had bought a hotel room from Florida and came here and their room was gone because somebody else had, either it was a corporation that had paid for it. So yeah, there is a lot of kind people out there, and I'm one of those people. And I just don't do people like that, especially somebody I claim to care about. Something is really, really wrong with you when you treat people like that. That's not nothing to joke around about, and that's not nothing to play around about. It's really not. And so, I'm sorry, when you doing stuff like that, I'm gonna have to check you. Especially if you're subliminally attacking somebody that is trying to transition into their home. And trust me, guys, ain't nobody gonna be welcome in my home except for a few of my clients. I've got like a handful of clients that I would invite to my home for the holidays to spend the night. So I have a couple of clients like that. Not all of them, I haven't gotten that close to, but I've gotten close to quite a few of my clients. But other than that, this person will never be invited. Never. If just to think of you doing something like that. And Spirit reminded me last night. Hey TSC, how you doing? I got with my current boyfriend who gave me a place to stay. I'm still with him. Oh, that's so sweet, Ella. That's so sweet. Yeah. When with my mother acting like that towards me, she would always, when you're dealing with somebody energetically that's like that, they're gonna always lead you into some rough places, into some very dangerous places. Good. I know that's right. Can you throw me some toilet paper so I can blow my nose? My sinuses have been draining, you guys. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. I just like to know who's out there watching me. But yeah, I'm going to help. Eventually, I am going to help homeless people. Because, first of all, we discount people. I want everybody, and I want everybody, every single soul to have as much money as they need for their family. I pray for that. And I can't believe that. Thank you, baby. I can't believe that there's people that are that evil in this world. I'm going to make sure that those people that are evil are completely destroyed. We got to destroy that demon. We got to destroy that demon. Because you know what? I, as a mother, have been homeless several times. Not several times, probably about 3 times. I was homeless the whole time I lived with my mother. That's not no home. You homeless right now. You're not living in a happy home. If you're not living in a happy home, you homeless. You might as well be homeless if your home is that unhappy to where you have to attack people. I think if people would just purge themselves of that demon and stop allowing that in, because you know what? God is very ironic. God is very ironic. God will make you homeless just so that you can know how it feels. God is very empathic. Trust me. God is an empath. Been homeless off and on for 3 years, bouncing around. I hate it. I'm so sorry about that. I've been feeling that way too, Tia. Especially when I was when I was in Kansas, I felt very, but I always felt very comfortable. I tend to, but I've been feeling that way too because it hasn't been where I want to be. So you'll be okay. You'll pick yourself up and get it together. Yeah. So I'm sorry you going through that, but you're gonna be okay. Nobody should be, every human being deserves their dignity. And how dare you do that to somebody? And to be honest with you, when the new year comes or when a new moon comes, I'm not tripping off of that. So I got people out there that hate me so much because, they were already attacking me. They were attacking me right before they went through what they were going through. And because I was like, that's what you get there in this. But I'm like, I don't even feel that you still deserve nothing like that. I'm not wishing bad on nobody. And you say that stuff to people, and you'll speak that stuff onto yourself. So, whenever you get through, especially when it's a woman with children, you don't do that. Hey, Orion's daughter. Hey, grand evening. It's early afternoon over here. I have a huge family, but they are Mormon. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But this is the sad part about it is that the person that recently did something crazy to me had laid up with me. Like, what is wrong with people these days? Like, and where did you come from? But to be honest with you, it don't even matter to me anymore. I am so happy right now. And people, when they know you happy and they know you free, because guys, I felt like a prisoner in that house. I felt literally like a prisoner in that home. So hell, I'd rather live in either a hotel or an extended stay or Airbnb. I'd rather live in one of those places than under the roof of somebody that's evil. Cause I had to get up out of that. And people will know that you dealing with somebody dirty. Like if you were dealing with a dirty landlord or something like that, or somebody dirty, I just wouldn't do you like that because you just never know what could happen to you. Like you got to be careful doing that kind of stuff. I'm very careful, especially around this time of the year. This is the year of miracles. I'm sorry, this is this month in December. So I'm gonna come back in a minute, guys, after because I gotta run up to the store real quick and drink me some coffee. But I'm gonna come back and do my December readings and I'm gonna make it really Christmassy because that was depressing. It's like, what is wrong with human beings these days? And I'm sorry, when people literally have a script, that means that you sat down and you plotted to say those things to people. You sat down and actually plotted out what you were going to say to try to taunt them or harm them in some kind of way. And I'm sorry, I'm going to start confronting evil right at the head and saying, why are you doing this to people? What is your problem? I'm sorry, I am just too good of a person. I can't do it, you guys. I can't. No, I'm not leaving right now at this moment. I know, Black Sector Investor. I know. You're right about that. He's definitely a demon. That demon lies dormant and comes out whenever he conjures it. So, cuz me and my family were actually very close to not having a place to stay today. to go and manually pay for my room in because you pay with your card or whatever. I had to go manually pay. They was like, well, we can put you, yeah, for the 10th through the 15th. It's like, but because I'm comfortable where I'm at, until I move in, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I couldn't believe it's like, and people are hoping that you're feeling a little distraught at that moment. It's like, but I don't feel that way. Like, I feel very happy, lucky, and thankful. Like, I've been thanking my spirits. I've been making offerings and everything. I just think it's disgusting when people act like that. And I feel like people should call them out on that. Like, what if it's really a homeless person? Yeah, baby. Sorry, honey. What if it's really a homeless person? What if me and my family really were homeless with nowhere to go? You think that's funny? You think that that's something that kids should have to go through? And then they'll say, oh, well, you're a crap mother because you don't have. It's like, wait a minute. I'm a crap mother because I got my children out of a house with mold in it. Wow. There are some people that are just disgusting, to say the least. And you can't trust them with your business. You can't tell them nothing. Can't tell them no details at all. Just don't tell them anything about your situation. So I'm doing fine. Bye. In fact, get your phone number changed. For reals. I'm thinking about calling and getting mine changed again. Yeah, Angel Destiny, you're right. Ooh, the coffee's done. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get coffee. I'm gonna drink a cup before I get out of here. Mom. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there you go, Jacob. Is my coffee cup over there? Yeah, I just was like, wow, and like you're and this person is a total fraud, claim to love and care about me and stuff like that. And it's like you don't care about me. Oh no, okay. Yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to. That's crazy. But you know what I'm looking forward to? I am looking forward to Thanksgiving because we'll definitely be moved in our place well for Thanksgiving. And then also Christmas. And I'm gonna put up my Christmas tree as soon as I move into my new house. I'm putting out all my Christmas stuff. I got a big ass box of Christmas stuff. I'm putting all that up as soon as I get in my new house. And I'm just gonna forget all about them. It's not hard to forget people like that. And the only reason why I couldn't forget previously is because he knew where I lived. And Black Sector Investor, a lot of those CPS calls, I believe, came from him. And he himself has been doing it for years because it would always be either after I talked about the narrow red or sometimes after me and him get into it. So he definitely can't be trusted. And he was talking about, I want to read cards and do work for people like you do. Ain't nobody gonna trust you with their money. So, And you know what, Orion's daughter, that's exactly what I am doing. I am going to a better situation, a better neighborhood. And I honestly think that this person I'm going to be honest with you, Black Sector Investor. There's no love coming from that dude. That dude can't stand me, and I don't like him either. And my spirits are going to destroy people like him. And to find another place, sometimes that takes time. But I just knew that I wanted to get my children out of that house. And it was really, really difficult for me to concentrate in that place. It was, like I said, my income has increased just since I moved out. Yeah, he's definitely miserable. And he just goes off into like this miserable psychosis or something. I don't know what it is. But I know that I didn't do anything to him to make him throw the shade. And then it was already a conversation that we had previously had because he said that I was weak because I felt like I was being psychically attacked by L dot and RGR. He said I was weak because of that. But just last week, he claimed he showed himself going into a candle store to buy a white candle to try to put protection around me. And then a week later, he's saying something totally different. So, that within itself irritated me to no end because I was like, really? But this is a person that will betray you purposely, will betray you. Okay. And just very, very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Backstabbing. And please believe when I have a big, pretty house, if you wasn't cool with me when I was living in a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, if you wasn't cool with me when I was not, and I don't even think I was doing bad. I just think that the house ended up with mold in it because the landlord didn't fix the toilet. So we got the hell out of there. Now we're out of there. Now you're gonna sit up here and try to talk to us like we got issues. It's like, and that's why you got to be a strong woman for your family. When you got little people depending on you and you know that they have some obsession, I don't think she should have them kids. She can't take care of them and stuff like that. It's like, baby, not only have I proven that I can take care of my children, of course I can. And I wouldn't make no move like this if I couldn't. And again, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. But you think if you treated me that way that I'm going to invite you to my 4 bedroom, 3 bath house? Never. You'll never be invited. You'll never even know where it's at. They wanted me to hurry up and move into another place so that they could figure out where I was at. So I'm inconveniencing them. I'm taking too long. Y'all don't even realize I'm taking some legal steps to protect my identity. That's what I'm doing. And you never know, I might be changing my name. Maybe I don't want to get my place in the name that they know. Maybe I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to do that. Because like I said, the utilities ain't gonna be in my name because people can find you based upon your utilities. You can go online and pay $1 to get somebody's personal info. So I'm making sure that that doesn't happen. In fact, my apartment name will be under my not apartment, but my house. My place will be under a corporation's name. I'm not doing it. And I for dang sure ain't buying no house right now. We gonna have to wait about a year. Which is and really I don't have to wait a year, but I know my lease is gonna be at least a year. There's this one place I was looking at, they wanted an 18-month lease. But I'm a little, I don't know. I just think that some landlords do that. I think some can do that, especially if it's a really nice place, and they want to make sure they secure a tenant. Yep, you're right. You were so right. In fact, I'm gonna give you a ranch black sector investor because I like the way you talking. Yep. Yeah, it's not affecting me at all. Like I'm still like I got a couple of consultations that I got to do today and tomorrow. So I'm still on my shit. I'm still on top of my game or whatever. But it's just like you don't realize how evil you are. And a lot of people, especially if you come before me, you're meant to help people. You're not meant to do stuff like that. And that's who I am. So I always have to be reminded of who I am and what my purpose is. See, there's a lot of people that's running around here. They don't know their purpose. Your purpose is not kicking people down and trying to destroy them. Okay. You're supposed to be trying to uplift people. So that's why you're mad at me. It's not my fault. This is the reason why my spirits take very good care of me. So, you can say whatever you want to say about me, but my company brings in at least several thousand per month. And that's not an embellishment. That's not an embellishment. And there's a lot of people that are jealous that want to second guess you. Now, if that's more than what you make, okay, fine. But maybe my spirits are setting it up to where I can take care of all of my children, which is what they've been doing. And then you want to say, well, you don't deserve those kids. I want some coffee, honey. Can you, where's my coffee cup at? Have you seen it? No, it's not over there. Are there any styrofoam cups? You know what? I can use this cup. It's got ginger ale in it. All right, y'all. I gotta make my coffee. So, if you're one person, you may be able to get by on about 3 to 4 grand per month. If you don't have children, God sets it up for your family size. But see, the problem is that so many people will allow third parties to collect their energy. I can't help it if I manifest my full potential. That ain't my fault. And black sector investor, he used to be so negative. I was like, dude, what are you telling me? He was like, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? It was like, dude, I make enough money to get my own place. What are you talking about? I don't believe you. I said, he told me he didn't believe me. I said, I don't care about what you don't believe. This man is, and he's an agent. He's an agent. That's why I'm so happy that he is immediately you gonna get brought to justice because you're an agent. I don't like that dude no more. I don't like nothing about him. I don't like him I never did like him, but now he gave me even more reason to dislike him. And I ain't got to be at war with him every day. Well, maybe it looks like I have to, though, because he's trying to hurt innocent people, including children. For you to talk that way about me and for you to, the natives, honey, they felt like when you spoke stuff like that, you were trying to speak stuff on them. That's how they felt. They didn't play that. They skin your hide. Yes, I do have Indian in my family. My great grandmother, Big Mama, was big Indian. She looked Indian to me. She had them really, really, really high cheekbones. Okay, we called her Big Mama. And I keep my ancestors very close. Her spirit, my ancestors' spirits will come to me, and they're always reassuring me, and they're always doing spiritual work for me, and they did it when they were alive, and they're still doing it. Yeah, he is. But I don't like the way he regarded homeless people. Like, you need to apologize to God. Like, first of all, I believe, you know what he deserves, but he wouldn't be able to handle it. He would probably commit suicide. So God ain't gonna let it happen because he ain't strong at all. Black sector investor. He would not be able to walk in my shoes right now and carry his family forward. He wouldn't be able to. He would be freaking out. Well, you heard what he said last night. I'm not his woman, which I'm not. I'm like, please don't claim me. You're an embarrassment. Look at how you're talking. Like, what kind of little child are you? Like, come on. When you think about what some people been through before they got to where they got to, even rich and famous people will tell their story. They be like, I was homeless. I was out on the streets, and then I met the devil or Papa Legba at the crossroads. I met Papa Legba at the crossroads, sold my soul, and now I got all this. No, I'm joking. But y'all know what I mean. It's I'm cool. I'm cool. It's crazy though. Cause and for me, it's like, well, I felt like I was being coddled. I don't feel like I'm going through hard times. It doesn't feel like that to me. And then also, I haven't had a vacation in forever. So I feel like I'm on vacation. Y'all know I haven't had a vacation in probably over 10 years. I haven't had a vacation except for maybe when I gave birth. So, I'm actually having fun. Like, why are you trying to turn my fun experience in? And I'm just sitting there like, spirits, what y'all gonna do next? Because they've been showing out. So, and some people just don't get that, which is why entrepreneurship is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Everybody can't be no entrepreneur. They're not ready. Either you're not ready. Not saying you can't be it. Everybody has the potential to be an entrepreneur, but some people are not ready for that. So they don't understand where you're at when you're an entrepreneur. I control my income. And I think this fool, black sector investor, this man don't have nothing sitting up here thinking he controlling my income. It's like, honey, you don't have no control over nothing. My spirits is in control of everything. Okay. You talking about your sperm donor, Orion's daughter? You said sounds like someone I know. No, but I'm not his woman, black sector investor. I told y'all he began to immediately compete with me. The day after I moved out of here, he was like, we get ready to buy a 7-bedroom house. Like, well, that's good for you, And I knew he was only doing it like, it's like, good. It's like, honey, Go live your life and stay out of mine. Get a life is what he needs to do. Because from what I can see, he ain't really had much of a life because all he been doing is stalking me for the past several years. So I'm actually excited to have a new beginning without him in my life at all. He actually had the audacity, though. He tried to tell me like a few weeks ago, he was like, if anything, I'd be good for your business. I said, you're not good for my business. I said, what are you talking about? The way you flip flop constantly, you're not even good for personal. How you good for somebody's business when you're not even good for personal? Yeah, I can take your chaotic energy and manifest out of it. That's about it. I know how to manifest from chaos. I know how to manifest with negative energy. And then it's like, well, now you a sacrifice. I don't know. No, ain't no sacrifice, but it's like, okay, thank you for the energy. I'm gonna take your energy and I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna apply it. But if you didn't believe in me and all that stuff, because it's like I said, I was talking about this about a month ago when somebody don't believe in you. It's like, if you don't believe in me, I'm done. Like, who wants to? Why would you be around somebody that don't believe in you? That's the same thing with our parents. Because I was a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school at the age of 16 to work. And my parents were very upset about that. They were not happy. Of course, my parents were not happy. It was something that traumatized them, but it did. It traumatized my parents when I dropped out of school because everybody was probably being judgmental. Mm-hmm. 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 Exactly. And I don't know what it was. It was like ever since I cut the cord, I felt more serene. Like I was saying earlier in this hangout, I had a dream that I was sleeping on some weird water bed couch and it fills up with water and it just turns into a bed. It was so weird. But it was like I was floating, and it felt really good. So, and I actually woke up just feeling very good. I like to wake up feeling refreshed. And to be honest with you, it's time for this person to just forget I ever existed. That's what we're going to be praying on. So, guys, make sure, because I know a lot of y'all didn't like me dealing with him, and I didn't like dealing with him either. But that's exactly what I was doing, dealing with him, because somebody else don't know how. Okay? Somebody else obviously don't know how. And, he'll try to make it about sex. Okay, well, if it's about the sex, okay, then move on. It's just sex. Why are you doing all this extra stuff? Clearly, there must be something else going on in that head. So I actually saw a video today made by this vlogger named Clifton Rainey. He was saying, now, I don't know what Jamila gonna do. Jamila done. Jamila's done completely with that. And I don't have to deal with it anymore, ever again. Okay. So on a side note, Jacob started to express his dislike and disdain. Jacob started to express his dislike for him. It was funny. He was like, why are you here? He didn't like him. Just the energy was bad. And then for you to go with another troll, like, first of all, even if that person didn't try to have me killed, she tried to have my kid taken from me. And you cool with her. Like, I'll never deal with him again. Never. And he got told the warning. So he knew full well what he was getting himself into. And I knew he was going to do it. So I was like, I'm about to get rid of him. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And I don't feel anything for him, guys. Just to let you know, I have no feelings at all. None whatsoever. I think the only feelings that I had was for the landlord and the situation that I was dealing with. Otherwise, I don't care nothing about him. He's not a part of my life. He will never be a part of my future. And that's just it. My spirits, my grandma came to me in a dream and was like, he got to go. So I'm listening to my spirits and ancestors. I don't know about what he's listening to, but that's his problem. You are a very toxic person, and anybody that got somebody that you look before the 11th, the 11th is coming up in 2 days. That's Monday. And I'm ready to walk through that doorway because it's a doorway, it's a portal opening. Hey, y'all better, boy, I'm telling you, it's a portal opening on 11/11. Take you to your destiny. Anybody like that that's wishing bad on you and doing evil stuff and playing games and plotting against you behind your back and stuff like that. Like, that's the reason why I got angry, is because I could tell he had been talking about me behind my back, and I can't stand that. I don't talk about people behind their back. That's the one thing about me. If you have me as a friend, you know that I don't talk about people behind their back like that. That's disgusting, man. It reminds me of a two-headed snake. I don't like that kind of stuff. So I'm very trustworthy. I don't go to other clients and talk about other clients. Even if a client is a family member, I am very confidential to not reveal certain things. So for you to be like, I never could stand that. And I never did that. And I knew it was something special about me ever since I was a child, because I never played those games, even when I was a little kid. Even when I was a teenager, I never did like that. I read books. I educated myself on things. I was quiet. I was to myself. You know what I'm saying? I watched movies. I watched TVs. I read books, magazines. I wasn't involved in crap like that. And I don't even want to be honest with you. I mean, we can talk about somebody behind their back maybe for a minute or so, but the conversation needs to go up. The conversation needs to get better. I'm not going to sit up here and continuously have negative conversations with one person about anybody. I don't even want to talk about I don't even want to talk to anybody that does that. And I could tell that him and that girl had been plotting. I was like, dude, you are such a child. Nobody respects you for it. Facts. And that's really all that it is to it, except for his crowd, his chat that encourages him. But it's a couple of people that done walked away from him because they could see how he was. Like Des Lunick don't want nothing to do with him no more. It's a lot of people that don't want anything to do with him anymore. And, when I linked up with him, people turned away from me. Now, that was a part of my own spiritual journey that I had. But, I see the error to his ways, and I'm not cool with it. I was brought into this world to help people, to save people. I wasn't brought into this world to do stuff like that. And I was not equally yoked with him. We do not mesh well good. And I'm here to also make sure that our mothers are safe and our children are safe and protected. I'm more of a man than he is. That's sad. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be the pillar of the community. And look at what you're doing. And you know what, Black Sector Investor, I got to get this off my chest. When he's doing his lives, when he's cooning and buffooning, and he'll be like, we supposed to be helping the community. Notice how he say community? Because he's a joke. No, you're not the type of man that's going to be the pillar of the community. No, we can't depend on you. Nobody is lying to themselves about that fact. We know that you're a piece of crap. And that's sad that when a woman is more masculine than you, and she's doing the job of 10 men while you sit around and throw your life away, literally throw your life away. And I'm saving people's families every single day. Same thing that goes for those angels. Yeah, you know what? Incarnated angels, we may have a rough time in life sometimes. But you know what? At the same time, we don't have no problem with sacrificing ourselves and our energy to help other people. So you can make fun of me all you want. I'm totally in my spirit. Totally. So what are you doing? Wait, playing. There's a difference between an angel and a demon. And I'm the angel and he was the demon. And those are just the facts. And he tried to even pass himself off as a Saint Michael. That's not no saint. That is a demon in disguise. And it's not a very good disguise either. Because he shows his face, his other face, his demonic face every 2 days. And then he always lies. I'm going to walk away from that black sector. I don't want nothing to do. It's like, why are you telling me that? That's supposed to benefit you, not me. So it's kind of like, Oh. Anyway, guys, y'all pray for people that are less fortunate than you and be thankful to have what you have, because I'm getting ready to go and like I said, I'm going to add up my sales and I'm going to make that donation to St. Jude's Hospital. That is what you're supposed to be doing. And you're supposed to be giving back. You ain't supposed to be doing people like that. You ain't supposed to be trying to, make, especially a woman. And you're a grown man and you're attacking a woman and children. What is wrong with you? And he's been doing it for 5 years, Black Sector Investor. Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. He's very flamboyant with it too, ain't he? He don't have no shame. I'm glad that I'm out of that stuff though. And I think that I purged myself yesterday. Because that stuff is just negative, and I honestly don't spend most of my time doing negative stuff. So, and just because I practice the craft doesn't mean that the devil has any claim on me. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I got to continue to do light work and stuff. I will see y'all later. I'll be back later on with those December previews. I'm going to do some December all-in-one readings for all of the signs. I might group it. I might divide it up in groups and do the separate elements, which is a little bit better because, that way you're not having to sit through everybody else's reading. But, I like doing it the other way because the cards line up with each other and I can see even more based upon the cards that everybody else in the zodiac got. So it's really interesting the way I do my all-in-one readings. But anyway, I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Tell that demon to get behind you. Tell the devil to get behind you and that you're not listening to nothing that he say. And don't let nobody discourage you, because I know that it's a lot of y'all out there in the same place that I'm at. In fact, the client that I just did work for just a couple of days ago had mold in her house. So, it's really, and I want to say this, I am so thankful to my clients and my spirits, and I got to go get them some offerings today. I need to go get some roses and stuff. I got to go, guys. Okay, I got to go shopping. I'll see y'all later. All right, love and light.